Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we have a update of my project pan, the second one for the year. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. Today I'm going to be doing it in a little bit of a different order. I usually go from primer all the way down to lipstick, but today I'm starting from the back and working my way forward. So just to change it up and make it a little bit more interesting. The first thing we have is the lipstick that I rolled in last week. I made a mistake and I didn't actually track my progress. I thought I'd made a mark in my book, but it seems like I didn't. So I'm just going to go back to my last video and see if I showed you how much I had used, but as you can see, we've made a bit of progress and it's almost completely flat with the plastic. I think once we've leveled it out, I am just going to throw it away because that to me will be done. I don't need to dig out whatever's in the plastic. I don't love it that much. I'm wearing it today, but like I said, it's not like one of those things where I just absolutely want to use every last dreg of it. So this will go in the bin as soon as it's leveled out, and I think I will be able to do that in the next 4 weeks before our next update. Then I have this Makeup Revolution Concealer and Divine concealer that I've been using as an eyeshadow primer due to the fact that it is so dry and has a pink undertone. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, I wore makeup 15 times in the last 4 weeks, or however long since our last update, so 15 times again, which is the same as last month. I didn't think I wore makeup that much. Like February's been a completely write-off type of month. It's just been a horrible month and I'm so glad it's over. But now in South Africa we're moving on into autumn, so I might change out the eyeshadow palette just to go with the season, but we'll see how it goes in the next 4 weeks. Anyway, back to this. I use it as a eyeshadow primer and I've had to remove the stopper now. Don't know if you can actually see inside, but there's barely anything left, so I'm just scraping out whatever is left of it. I haven't made any markings, but I think we're about down to there, just because it's not a focal product. I'd like to finish it, but it's not one of my main priorities. So hoping this will be done soon because I'm over it. So yeah. So next is this MAC single shadow in corduroy. I don't think the hole has gotten any bigger if I compare it to the pictures, but I did use it this month. I also didn't mark off every specific time I used every specific thing, just because, like I said, this month was not the greatest. So the times I've marked it off as wearing makeup is wearing basically a full face of my project pan and not really mixing in other products, unless it was just like an eyeshadow, which I didn't mark off. I just was so busy this month, so I do use this on its own a lot of the time just to, like I said, contour out my eye, but I don't think I've made as much progress as I would like to, but I still am enjoying it, and I think it's a great mid-tone brown. It looks dark in the pan, but it's really not. It is quite sheer, so I am wearing it through my crease again today. So very light wash of color and like a mid-tone brown, so it goes with almost every single eyeshadow palette that I have, so I'm really still enjoying this. I'm really excited for this one, and it is the eyeshadow. I hit pan in another shadow, so as you can see over there, the dark brown, which is one of my focus shades, I hit pan on it a couple of days ago, and like I said, I just darken out my outer corner with that, or do a wing like I did today. And then I did like a dark smoky eye for a reel, and I used that one in it, and that's when I hit pan. So really happy with the progress on that, and I can't wait to hit something else. I think I'm going to focus on this white shade next. I was focusing on one of the shimmers, but it seems a little bit more difficult than I thought it would, and I've been using the mattes more than I have the shimmers. Today I have a shimmer on my eye and I'm using this one over here and this one over here, but I'm going to focus on this. There's a nice little, I will try and show you in the pictures as well, but there's a nice little dent in this one, so it looks like I could hit pan pretty soon, and as soon as I hit that one, I think I will roll this palette out. I have no desire to finish the whole entire thing. I just want to, use the products that I can. So once we hit pan there, this is getting rolled out for sure. And then for seasonal reasons as well. For blush, as you all know, I struggle with this one. Like, as you can see, I do have it on today, but you just have to build it up so much, and yet the product's going nowhere. So that is what it looks like. All the writing is almost off, but not quite. You can still see the word blush in there. So still going steady on this. It's a nice everyday blush. Like, I had an interview a couple weeks ago and I used this, and as you can see on camera, it doesn't look too like blushy. It just looks pretty natural. So it's good for that. So I'm going to keep this in for a little bit longer. I just kind of want to get maybe a nice dip in here, but if not, I think I will roll this out next month and just incorporate something else, especially for, like I said, the season. I like a nice deep darker blush for winter/autumn. So yeah, this one is still going strong on, but definitely gonna roll that out too. Moving on to my highlighter, I have the Ofra Rodeo Drive. It's going, like I said, you don't need much of it, so I haven't made any significant damage on that, but it is a mini. But yeah, it's a highlighter. Highlighters are usually difficult. I did hit pan on my last one from last year, which was the e.l.f. Bite Size. Don't know how I managed to hit it on that, but I did. So I'm just gonna hang on to this. I mean, I'm not like overly into highlight. I wear it all the time, but I don't mind the shade just being the same because it does match my skin tone, so no harm in using it. For my contour/powder bronzer, I had the Essence Contouring Duo. And again, I think I can see the outline of the pan. I feel like I'm still far off, but I'm kind of growing tired of this. Like, the light one seems a bit too light for me, then the dark one is just too muddy. So depending on how the next month goes again, and also I might be going away, I might roll this out and roll something else in, but something more like everyday friendly. And then also I'll take this one along and still work on it, but not have it as my main focus. So that is update on that. Then, very exciting, look at the powder. So the lid did also break. This cheap packaging, like the Essence products, all come off, but this is almost done. I'm currently using a spoolie and I just scrape around the edges just to loosen the powder, and then put it in the middle and use it like that. So this has a couple of uses left. I'm growing tired of having to scrape it out, but I really am determined to finish this, and this will definitely be finished in the next couple of weeks. So I'm not sure what I will roll in, but I might just update you on a short when this is done and I roll something else in. It will probably be the Charlotte Tilbury one that I worked on last year, just because there is a dent in there and I may as well just continue working on that. But for now, this is done and I'm really stoked about that. So next we'll move on to concealer, and this is the one I rolled in last month, but I can't really see the progress. I've tried to look in the hole, but it's so tiny you can't really see anything. So why did I just do that with my voice? But you can't really see anything, so I'm just gonna carry on using it. I have noticed that the smell is quite strong. It's like very cosmetic-y, but some days it also tends to burn my under eyes, not for long, or just like while I'm blending it out, I can feel like a slight stinging. So I'm not sure what that is. I'll see if it continues. I haven't had like any red spots or anything like that, so not sure what that is, but I'm going to continue using it, and hopefully we'll be able to see more windowing and get an idea of where we are. But for now, no real update on this. I do like to wear this alone. Like the other day I went for breakfast with my sister and my niece, and when I see my niece, I don't like to wear too much makeup because she wears white a lot and I get my makeup all over her little crawlers. So I just wore this under my eyes and a little bit of spot concealing and then powder, and it actually looked really nice. So I like this product for it because it is so creamy and not drying, so I can just do this and powder and off I go. So very happy with the product besides the burning, but no real progress again. Then for my contour, I think I made quite a bit of progress. Let me wind it down and show you that. So that is how much you can see on the sides now. And when I roll it up until the plastic bit, we only have like that much left. I have been using this a lot as well, especially for like my shorts and stuff. I've used this as my main cream product, or cream bronzer. So I'll pop in the little lines that I've done, and it looks like I've used quite a bit this month, but I also did do quite a lot of short slash TikTok, so I use a lot of these as base products alongside other products, so I feel like I make a lot of progress on things like that that I can include all the time. Then moving on to foundation, third last product, and this is the Seeker foundation. I think I'm a bit further than the line that I've marked off today, and I can start seeing like through here. I don't know if you can see that, but I can kind of see through here now. I'm not sure if it's showing on camera. Like right over there, I can kind of see through it. So yeah, this is going quicker than I thought it would, and I think this will still take me a couple of months, I guess, just because I like to chop and change my foundation. But now we're going into winter in South Africa. If I stay here for a bit longer, I think I will get more use out of this because it is kind of a winter shade, so it matches my neck perfectly because I'm like a vampire and barely go outside. So that's pretty good progress, and I'm really happy with this. I also just wanted to use it up because it is one of my favorites, as well as just being a product that I can't buy in South Africa anyway. So just going to use that up, and I'm really happy with it. I tried a different method today where I did like Tati's little trick and used a stippling brush, and the coverage is so much better, and it actually helps with the minimization of my pores as well. So I'm actually really loving it, especially with that technique. Lastly, we have our two primers. So like I said, I use this primer all the time, like even just as like a moisturizing primer. If I'm doing 2 makeup looks in one day, I won't go in with my moisturizer for my second makeup look and just use this, because it has like a moisturizing element, kind of like slugging, because there's Vaseline in here and petroleum jelly. So this has been great for that, and I don't have to waste my moisturizer in between takes for makeup, just because like the other day I did 3 makeup looks in one day, 2 for video, and then 1 I just had to redo because I messed up the video. So this has been handy for that, and it's going quicker than I thought. So I also think I have like, I've definitely have used more than what I've marked off, but I do think this will be done in the next couple of months, so maybe even the next month. I could definitely finish that in 4 weeks, I think, but I also don't want to be wasting it, so then I'll just use my other good primers. So yeah, lastly is the Essence Fix and Last Makeup Jelly Primer, which you all know looks like this. So we started off over there, now we're down to here. It's not really pumping out the bottle anymore. I'm having to pull out the straw thing and just like wipe it on my face or on the back of my hand. So it's basically done, and I just feel like I've been struggling. I thought this would be done by this update, but I've been struggling just getting all of it out. So yeah, there's much more left than I thought. So maybe in the next 4 weeks, maybe couple months, but yeah, definitely soon, I'm sure of it. Okay, well, I don't have any roll-ins this month. Like I said, I will mention in a short if I am going to replace the powder out, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, please remember to like and subscribe and comment for engagement. It really helps my channel out. We're almost at 500 subscribers, and that's really exciting because it's halfway to my goal. But yeah, I hope this next month brings a lot of progress for my Project Pan as well as my personal growth, because this last month has absolutely been horrible. Wouldn't recommend, definitely a 1 out of 10. But yeah, hope everybody else is having a good beginning of spring in America and autumn in South Africa. But other than that, that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.